It's a real shame because they have fans here today, but they're not going to see their own car racing. So one warm-up lap.
Yes, they have to follow the safety car for a warm-up lap, and it will be a rolling start like in the race one, and they will reach the first corner at more than 250 kilometers per hour. First corner being really tight. Luckily this morning there wasn't too many damage into the first corner, just a few cars banging wheels, but no one stayed there. So we're looking at the same clean start this afternoon.
These are some of the loudest engines you'll ever hear on a racetrack.
They are indeed.
And this is a warm-up lap, incidentally. This is non-competitive at the moment, as the drivers, I presume, Bruce, trying to warm up their tyres.
Yes, the tyres are already warm from the tyre warmers, but basically you really want to try to keep the temperature. As you're going around the track pretty slowly, they have really the time to cool down. But as you can see, they're waving from left to right, braking hard, taking the throttle hard, putting some stress in the tyre.
And obviously they're not allowed to overtake on this warm-up lap.
No, they are absolutely, it's absolutely forbidden. A little bit of smoke, but nothing bad. It's just too much oil in the engine that is being burnt away. Nothing to worry about.
So Roma in pole position, and that will be the case when the green lights show to indicate the start of the race.
Yes, Roma leading the pack, Flamengo, Liverpool, Duncan for Tottenham, then Olympiacos. Those few drivers there around the 3rd, 4th, 5th place didn't do so well this morning, and Andreas Zuber went off on his own, warming up the tyres. So that shows you how cold the track is and how tricky it is to drive this car. Very tricky. You really have to be focused and concentrated all the time.
That really would have been a really poor error, wouldn't it, on the warm-up lap?
I'm not commenting on that.
You're the man who teaches the drivers to drive.
Yeah, that was bad. Maybe was he talking on the radio to his engineer?
So just coming into the Michael Schumacher, the horseshoe-shaped part of the course. No real power or speed in these engines just yet. Coming into the 8th turn, then the cars come down to turn 9. They get the cars normally on the right-hand side of the track.
And just as I'm seeing all those cars, there are going to be battles all the way along the grid, because we have Corinthians who were very strong this morning, just in front of Sevilla, who are already very strong, also very strong this morning, and just behind them, Beijing. So we'll have fights everywhere.
Just to remind you, it's a football-style 44 minutes of racing, then one extra lap to decide race 2 of round 2 here at the Nurburgring in Germany.
Drivers, you can see smoke coming out of the front tires because drivers are actually betting their pads in.
Bruce, if you were right at the back at the moment, what would your tactics be in this race?
I would be careful into the first corner to avoid all the damage that could happen in the first corner and the debris and all that, and I would try to push all along, probably with an early pit stop. Going to the chicane, heading into the last corner, safety car is off, back into the pit lane. That's going to be a start as soon as we see the red lights coming off.
They turn right. Very shortly now the green lights will show and this race will be underway, and they are underway with Roma in the lead.
Roma in the lead, Liverpool, and the 3rd Flamengo. Very good start from Liverpool, and Al-Ain, who's doing a big flat spot on his inside tire, and he's only making it into 4th. And there's one car out. That's Duncan from Tottenham. He's off, but
Tottenham are off.
Yeah, Tottenham are off, and Al-Ain as well. Al-Ain is off. So Liverpool 2nd, 3rd is Flamengo, so not such a good start. This is Andreas Zuber. He has a puncture on the right rear tire. It's over for him. He has to go back to the pits, but he's going to lose an awful amount of time.
You can see he has a puncture. Tottenham.
No more front wing for Tottenham. Probably a collision between the two of them. They were starting at the front, the two of them. Okay, leading is AS Roma in front.
Roma in front, then Liverpool, then Flamengo, then Tottenham.
Tottenham is out, so it's Flamengo, and then probably Olympiacos and then Basel, then Porto, then Beijing, then Corinthians. So, and again, a fantastic start from Beijing. I'm just wondering where Sevilla is, and Sevilla is last. Sevilla is last, so not a good start.
Liverpool have already made it 2 places. They've overtaken 2 cars, I think.
Yes, they have. Not such a good start for the Rangers either. Flamengo not following the pace at all. Flamengo already blocking the guys behind him. They have to make a move quickly. PSV Eindhoven is very strong since this morning, and he's trying to make a move.
They're coming up for the first lap.
Overtaking in. There is for sure contact there into the last corner. Yeah, Flamengo is being pushed away, and he lost his front wing. Okay, it's over for Olympiacos.
Goodness me. Roma lead, Liverpool second, Flamengo third, but they've lost their wing.
Yes.
And PSV fourth, Olympiacos fifth. Basel in 6th position, then it's Porto.
And then Basel is going to be 5th, maybe 4th, because they made a move on Eindhoven.
He can't carry on like that, surely.
Well, he has to finish his lap to go back to the pits and try to change his front wing, but he's going to lose too much time to hope for any result. Liverpool is putting the pressure on Roma. Liverpool is the quickest at the moment with a 46.4, just a tiny bit quicker than Roma. And Sevilla just now on the screen, last, not good.
Tottenham lost the front wing, didn't they?
Yes, they're trying to change the wing. They have to find a way of lifting the front of the car to be able to change the wing. They're taking away pieces of the car. I think it's over for him, because it's not only the front wing, it's also the aerodynamic parts on the left side, and we have a replay of the start. Oof. Okay, that's what happened. The puncture of Al-Ain comes from Tottenham. Look at that. Bam! Just now, with his front wing, he touched the back wheel of Tottenham, and that's over. That's finished. Contact between Tottenham and Al-Ain, and it did put them out of the race.
So Tottenham looking to get back into the race here, Bruce.
Yep. They're not yet able to rejoin, as Andreas Zuber is back and he will change the tires. But unfortunately for him, he will still have to make the mandatory pit stop halfway through the race.
Remember, the pit lane is only open between laps 8 to 20 for a tyre change, but he had to make a tyre change here.
Yes, he had to make a tyre change. As you can see, he had a puncture following the contact with Tottenham. He's just checking that everything is correct, that the suspension hasn't been damaged, but the suspension hasn't. Oh, Flamengo is out of the race.
Back tyre's gone.
What happened to him? A contact for sure. No, the tire just went. Okay, that's following the contact in the last corner that we saw when he was being overtook by PSV.
And his race is over?
His race is over. No way he can go back to the pit lane with such a big problem. So basically, Olympiacos, sorry, it was Olympiacos making the move on him, not PSV Eindhoven. Olympiacos touched Flamengo, did put Flamengo out of the race, and did put himself out of the race as well.
But Roma have recorded the fastest lap so far of race 2, 1:45.988. Their time. Roma lead, Liverpool second, Basel third, PSV fourth, fifth it's Beijing.
Liverpool very close to Roma, and I think he can try to make a move just now at the end of the final straight. Yes, he is going to try to make a move as they cross the line in front of us.
Watch this, the duel between Liverpool and Roma here. Liverpool trying to overtake Roma now.
Around the outside, it doesn't work. Very good defending maneuver from Enrico Toccacello. He has a lot of experience with that.
Liverpool trying to jump into the lead here, but they're not managing to do so.
He's lapped a little bit quicker than Roma. He's putting Roma under pressure. You can see Enrico taking the throttle a bit early there.
Just coming up to the 5th turn of this track. Liverpool on board here with Adrian Valles, the Spaniard behind the wheel, chasing the race leader.